Want to learn 2 hours of fun facts you didn't know? If that sounds like your kind of ride, smash that like, subscribe to Zarpado, and hit the bell. Let's get into it. Ever seen a light bulb just float? Magnetic levitation lamps make the bulb hover in midair, using nothing but a magnetic field. No wires, no stands, nothing. While it floats, it glows with a warm light, turning it into a showpiece for modern interiors. Some versions even come with touch controls and brightness adjustment. In Bali, the monkeys don't just steal, they negotiate. They snatch tourist belongings and only give them back if you pay up with food. They actually use the stolen items as bargaining chips, haggling with visitors in real time. It's a wild display of social intelligence from these primates. In Finland, there's a sport where grown adults compete on toy horses. It's called hobby horsing, and it involves real dressage and jumping routines just with a stuffed horse on a stick. It's playful, creative, and surprisingly inclusive for all ages. And in Finland, they take it dead serious. National competitions, official rules, the whole deal. Pure imagination meets real athleticism. Japan just built the world's tallest cherry blossom tree out of Lego. It stands 14 feet tall and used 881,000 bricks. At night in West Africa, masked figures patrol the streets as spiritual guardians. They're called the Zangbeto, part of the Vodun tradition, dressed in elaborate masks and natural fiber costumes that represent the bond between the human and spirit worlds. They perform dances and chants to keep balance between the two. In Finland, oversleeping comes with consequences. Every year on July 27th, they celebrate Sleepyheads Day, and the last person to wake up gets thrown into a lake by their own family. It's a lighthearted tradition that celebrates rest and togetherness. Sidecar TT racing is basically controlled chaos. One rider steers the motorcycle while the other hangs off the side, shifting their body weight through every single turn to keep it from flipping. It's a perfectly synced dance between two people moving at insane speeds. One wrong move, and it's over. Communication is everything here. Imagine a hotel suite, 16 feet underwater. The Conrad Maldives has one, with glass walls overlooking the Indian Ocean. It's pure luxury meets deep-sea adventure. Guests fall asleep surrounded by marine life. A submerged paradise for those who want their vacation a little different. German artist Jan Vormann is repairing broken buildings with Lego. His project, Dispatch Work, fills cracks and holes in damaged historic structures with colorful bricks. The contrast between old and new sends a message about preserving heritage. Each piece becomes street art that stops people in their tracks, turning damage into beauty. In the Swiss Alps, skiers are flying off slopes, flipping and spinning at speeds that look impossible. Every trick is a test of skill, courage, and pure physical control. They're doing this on some of the highest peaks in Europe. It's less sport and more art performed at terminal velocity. Meet the Hungarian Puli, a dog with dreadlocks that drag on the ground. Despite the wild look, this breed is muscular and was bred as a herding dog for its smarts and energy. Those thick cords of fur actually protected it from the cold and from bites during work. In Italy, they race boats made entirely of cardboard, and somehow they don't sink. There are prizes for speed and for the most creative design. It's part art project, part sporting event, all about teamwork and imagination. Proof that with enough creativity, even cardboard can survive the open water. The liftwear level automatically keeps itself balanced, no matter how much your hand moves. It was designed for people with conditions like cerebral palsy or muscular dystrophy. For many, it's completely changed the experience of eating on their own. Ever heard of the glory? It's a shimmering halo of color that appears around your own shadow when sunlight hits a uniform cloud just right. It looks almost otherworldly. Many people mistake it for something supernatural. One of the most stunning optical phenomena the sky has to offer, This roller coaster doesn't just go fast, it spins your seat in random directions while it does. The 4D free fly combines free falls, twists, and sudden direction changes that no normal coaster can match. At 30 miles per hour, it's less about speed and more about total disorientation. It's quickly becoming a must-ride at theme parks worldwide. Artist Robert Vargas is turning the walls of Los Angeles into massive murals about equality, justice, and culture. He's painted public spaces across multiple U.S. cities, breathing new life into forgotten neighborhoods. His murals aren't just decoration, they're conversations with the community. Art that makes you stop and think. Scuba diving without the tank? There's a portable device that lets you breathe underwater using a lightweight, efficient air compressor. It comes with an ergonomic harness and a rechargeable battery for safe dives. No bulky gear, just you, the reef, and the fish. A whole new way to explore the ocean. 2 tourists in Rome got arrested for carving their initials into the Colosseum. They ignored every warning and damaged a piece of ancient history. It's a serious crime, and authorities responded immediately. A reminder that some monuments are simply off-limits, no exceptions. The panda ant is neither a panda nor an ant. It's actually a wasp, and its sting is one of the most painful in the world. That cute black and white look hides a seriously dangerous weapon. It's a parasitic wasp that paralyzes its prey before laying eggs in it. Nature's way of saying, don't trust the cute ones. A man built a fully functional guitar out of McDonald's French fries. The body is made from pressed, hardened potatoes mixed with resin and glue. It doesn't sound like a normal guitar, but it can actually play real melodies. Music made from junk food creativity really has no limits. Some kids in Los Angeles dug up their backyard and found a Ferrari buried underneath. Turns out the previous owner buried it to fraudulently collect insurance money. He got arrested, and the story turned into instant local legend. You can put a whole popcorn cob in the microwave, no oil, no bag, and the kernels just pop right off. It's the simplest, most natural way to make popcorn there is. Watching the cob transform in real time feels almost magical. Sometimes the easiest method really is the best one. Meet Bob, an alligator born without a tail in South Carolina, who's adapted perfectly to life anyway. He's become a symbol of resilience that's inspired people far beyond his swamp. A reminder that nature finds a way to keep going, no matter the odds. A true underdog story minus the tail. The Axis surgical robot performs cataract surgery with a level of precision no human hand could match. It uses tiny, hyper-controlled instruments to dramatically cut down the risk of error. Its compact size lets it operate in the smallest spaces of the eye. The future of surgery might just be robotic, and it's already here. Elephants can swim for hours, using their trunk like a snorkel to breathe underwater. This trick also helps them cool down in hot climates. It lets them cross huge bodies of water to reach new habitats and food sources. Just another reason elephants are some of the most adaptable animals alive. Artist Stephen Tang from Hong Kong paints bowls of noodles that look exactly like photographs. Every texture, shadow, and reflection is rendered in jaw-dropping, hyper-realistic detail. Each piece takes hours just to capture the shine of the broth and the texture of the ingredients. He's turning everyday meals into fine art. At 100 years old, Orville Rogers ran 200 feet in just over 19 seconds, setting a world record for his age group. He kept competing right up until he passed away at age 101 in the year 2021. His story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to stay active. Discipline and a positive mindset took him all the way to the finish line at 100 years old. Designer Stefan Henrik created sneakers that are 3D printed to fit your foot like a sock. Inspired by mythical creatures, they blend comfort with a futuristic look. The technology molds itself perfectly to your foot for personalized support. You know Michelin's mascot, but did you know he's made entirely of tires? His name is bibendum, taken from a Latin phrase meaning, "Now is the time to drink." The idea, these tires are so tough they can practically drink up obstacles on the road. An iconic image that's been around for over a century. Watch a parkour expert move through a city, and it looks like the rules of physics don't apply. Every jump and wall run is calculated in a split second, with zero room for error. It takes total physical control combined with razor-sharp focus. Watching it live is honestly hard to believe. In Death Valley, rocks move by themselves, leaving long trails across the desert floor. It took scientists decades to figure out why. A perfect combination of water, ice, and wind. Thin sheets of ice form under the rocks, and when they melt, the wind gently pushes them along. At the Lindt factory, there's a chocolate fountain that's the tallest in the world, and it never stops flowing. It represents the brand's tradition and obsession with quality craftsmanship. Part technology, part art, part pure indulgence. A bucket list stop for any chocolate lover. China's art school entrance exams are some of the most brutal in the world. Thousands of students compete in massive halls where every single minute counts. They're tested on technical skill, creativity, and mental endurance all at once. For many, it's a life-changing and exhausting experience. Meet Rambo, an orangutan in Dubai who taught himself to drive a golf cart just by watching his keepers. Visitors couldn't believe what they were seeing. It's a stark reminder of just how closely we're related to our primate cousins. Some moments leave you completely speechless. This is one of them. Yellowstone is home to roughly 500 geysers, more than half of all the geysers on Earth. The most famous, Old Faithful, can shoot water up to 180 feet into the air. All of this is powered by the massive volcanic chamber sitting underneath the park. In Da Nang, Vietnam, there's a bridge held up by two giant stone hands, and it stretches 500 feet long. It sits about 4,600 feet above sea level, in the hills of Ba Na, with jaw-dropping panoramic views. Opened in the year 2018, it's become one of the most photographed spots in Asia. Walking across it feels like floating between the hands of giants. Hippos can't actually swim. They walk along the bottom of rivers and lakes, pushing off with their feet. This gives them surprising agility underwater, despite their massive size. It's a strange but brilliant example of how nature adapts movement to fit the animal. Their underwater speed catches almost everyone off guard. There are massage chairs now powered by AI that scan your body, checking heart rate, blood oxygen, and fatigue levels. Then they adjust the pressure and movement in real time, creating a massage tailored just for you. Tech that used to be exclusive to clinics is now showing up in living rooms. Personalized wellness has never been this accessible. Some sculptures completely change depending on where you stand. One face becomes two. A solid object suddenly looks like it's floating in midair. These are optical illusions designed to trick your eyes and your brain. Did you know you can throw a real-life Pokeball? This toy has built-in sensors that react to impact, plus lights that simulate catching a Pokemon. It won't actually capture anything except everyone's attention around you. For almost 20 years, a talking trash can named Push roamed Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, cracking jokes and chatting with visitors. It was actually a remote-controlled robot, secretly operated by Disney staff using a hidden audio and control system. It wasn't just about keeping the park clean, it was pure Disney magic in action. Proof that even the smallest details can create unforgettable moments. Meet the Bionic Swifts, robotic birds that fly completely on their own, performing tight turns and complex maneuvers in midair. A radio frequency system lets multiple units coordinate together at once. They're lightweight, agile, and a perfect example of robotics inspired by nature. Their uses range from entertainment to research to drone design. In New Zealand, there's a race where cars barrel down steep hills, controlled purely by gravity and momentum. Drivers need lightning-fast reflexes to handle every dangerous curve. It's an adrenaline-fueled spectacle that mixes raw speed with serious skill. Not for the faint of heart. Some street artists are turning dirty cars into masterpieces. Using nothing but the dust on the surface, they create incredibly detailed temporary artwork. It disappears almost as fast as it's made, but that's what makes it special. A fleeting piece of art that hits you the moment you see it. Meet the hydrofoiler, an electric bike with a hydrofoil that lifts it completely above the water. Combining pedal power and a motor, it can hit speeds of up to 12 miles per hour. It's a totally new kind of ride for water adventure lovers. This isn't your average bicycle. Makeup artist Mimi Choi, born in Macau and based in Canada, paints three-dimensional optical illusions directly onto her own face using shadow, color, and texture. Each look can take hours to complete, but the final result looks like a digitally edited photo. Her work has gone viral, racking up millions of fans worldwide. She's taken makeup art to a whole new dimension, literally. For over 20 years, a woman known as Lady Green has dyed her hair and decorated her entire home in shades of green. For her, it's more than a color, it's a connection to nature and a way of life. It's become her signature and a symbol of personal authenticity. Proof that embracing what makes you different can become your whole identity. The lion's mane jellyfish has tentacles stretching over 100 feet long, making it the largest jellyfish on Earth. It lives in the cold waters of the North Atlantic and the Arctic. Despite its massive size, its sting isn't deadly to humans. Watching a snail eat up close is oddly fascinating and a little creepy. Their mouths have tiny teeth on a structure called a radula, which scrapes food slowly, almost like a tiny conveyor belt. It looks completely alien, but it's 100% real. Some snails have thousands of these microscopic teeth, constantly being replaced. In Portugal, there's a house built from 4 massive boulders, cemented together looking straight out of the Flintstones. Located in the Faith Mountains, it has no electricity or running water. Inside, the stone furniture makes it feel like a rustic time capsule. Smart plant pots now have little screens with animated expressions that tell you when your plant needs water or more light. They even give fertilizing reminders and personalized care tips for each species. They connect to an app so you can monitor your plant in real time. Even people with zero gardening experience can now keep plants alive. For artists who love painting outdoors, the Pocket easel sets up in seconds and goes anywhere. Whether it's the beach, a forest, or a mountain peak, it's built for portability. It gives you the freedom to paint wherever inspiration strikes. Suddenly, the whole world becomes your canvas. Try separating 2 books with their pages interleaved, it's nearly impossible. The friction from hundreds of overlapping contact points creates an incredibly strong bond. In experiments, even trucks couldn't pull them apart. It's one of those tricks that seems impossible until you understand the science behind it. Some street art doesn't shout for attention, it hides in plain sight, blending so perfectly with nature that most people walk right past it. You actually have to stop and look closely to even notice it's there. It's a quiet invitation to pay more attention to the world around you. Sometimes the coolest art is the stuff you almost miss. Meet the LG Bon Voyage camper, a tiny trailer with a folding mattress that hides a full kitchen underneath. Big windows give you panoramic views the whole trip. Despite its small size, it's packed with smart storage and functional space. Perfect for quick getaways without sacrificing comfort. Imagine climbing a 65-foot pole using nothing but your bare hands and raw strength. That's pole climbing championships for you, pure arm and leg power, plus perfect coordination. The goal: reach the top as fast as humanly possible. It's become a tradition that draws athletes and crowds alike. A company in China built a robot that listens to music and learns new dance moves on its own using AI. Its movements are so smooth, it's hard to believe it's a machine. This is a huge leap for expressive robotics. It shows just how close human-machine interaction is getting to feeling real. Origami isn't just paper folding, it's actually changing engineering. Its principles are now used to design things like foldable solar panels for satellites. An ancient art form meets cutting-edge technology, blending creativity with precision. One of the most influential crafts in modern innovation. Rain falling on the ocean at night can trigger something magical: bioluminescence. Every raindrop hitting the water sets off bright flashes of light across the sea. It's caused by tiny organisms reacting to movement with a chemical glow. The bearded vulture eats almost nothing but bones, and its specialized beak crushes them with ease. This unique diet makes it an incredibly efficient predator. It also helps clean up ecosystems by getting rid of leftover bones, a wild example of just how specialized animals can get to survive. Lando Norris took a full lap around Silverstone in a McLaren P1 made entirely of Lego. The supercar used 342,000 bricks, hand-assembled, with a working electric motor. It wasn't as fast as the real thing, but the fact that it moved at all is mind-blowing. Engineering, art, and motorsport all in one build. A giant paper airplane made with special materials can actually stay airborne and travel impressive distances. It challenges the idea that only complex aircraft can fly. Watching it glide proves that simple ideas, done right, can be spectacular. Aerodynamics meets pure imagination. There's a device that pulls nearly 2.5 gallons of pure water out of thin air every single day, using advanced condensation. It also purifies the air while it works, and adds essential minerals to the water. For dry regions facing water shortages, this could be a game changer. Tech with a real positive environmental impact. Drift shows are pure controlled chaos. Professional drivers slide through tight corners with insane precision. The goal isn't just speed, it's style and total control without losing your line. It takes serious skill and a deep understanding of the car's mechanics. No wonder it draws huge crowds of motorsport fans worldwide. Danny McCaskill rode his bike across the rooftops of Gran Canaria for his project Cascadia, and it's terrifying to watch. Impossible balance, jumps between buildings, turning the entire city into his personal stunt park. Every move was calculated down to the millimeter. The result? Pure skill against a jaw-dropping backdrop. How many clowns can fit in one tiny car? In this classic circus trick, way more than you'd think. The act stuns audiences every time with just how many people squeeze out of that one small vehicle. It takes months of practice and perfect timing to pull off. An old-school trick that never stops being amazing. In the year 2021, scientists in Brazil confirmed something that sounded impossible: the first genetically verified dog-fox hybrid. It had pointed ears and a mix of features unlike anything seen before. The animal was hit by a car and brought to a clinic, where its unusual traits caught everyone's attention. Picture images floating in midair on a screen made of water vapor. Special projectors create an invisible mist screen using microscopic particles, producing stunning, immersive visuals. This tech is opening doors for art exhibits and special events. No two snowflakes are the same, and each one is a perfect, symmetrical ice crystal. Their shape depends entirely on the weather conditions as they fall. This microscopic beauty reveals just how complex and precise nature really is. Look closely, and you're staring into a tiny universe of geometry. In Japan, there's a train designed to look like a giant toy. It's called the cha-cha train, covered in bright colors with themed seating. Staff actually play games with passengers throughout the ride. It's part transportation, part amusement park, a perfect symbol of Japan's playful creativity. In Vanuatu, men jump from 100-foot towers with nothing but vines tied to their ankles. It's called land diving, and it's a fertility ritual meant to ensure a good harvest. The vine length is calculated so the jumper's head just barely brushes the ground. This ancient tradition is actually the origin of modern bungee jumping. 24 massive blocks of ice from Greenland were placed right outside the Tate Modern in London. Visitors could touch them and watch them slowly melt in the middle of the city. Created by artist Olafur Eliasson, the piece sparked instant conversations about climate change. The world's largest gold bar weighs 550 pounds and sits on display in Japan. Its size is almost impossible to picture in real life. It represents an incredible level of metalworking precision, a literal symbol of wealth and craftsmanship. Indonesia's Kawah Ijen volcano is famous for its bright blue flames, but it's not the lava that's blue. It's actually sulfuric gas igniting on contact with air. At night, those blue flames light up the crater in a scene that looks completely surreal. Workers there mine sulfur by hand, in seriously dangerous conditions, making it one of the most jaw-dropping natural sights on Earth. Brazil is home to the world's largest cashew tree, and it's a single trunk covering nearly 2 acres. Its branches form a massive canopy visible from far away. Researchers study it, and tourists travel from all over to see it. A true wonder of nature's scale. Yes, ice tennis is a real thing, same game, but on a slick, slippery court that demands serious balance. Every move requires constant adjustment to an unpredictable surface. It pushes skill and stability to their absolute limits. The result? A way more physically demanding version of the original game. Slime mold has no brain, yet it can solve mazes and find the most efficient route every time. This single-celled organism baffles scientists with its decision-making abilities. It's even replicated transportation networks with stunning efficiency. One of the strangest and most fascinating organisms in nature. In New York, there's a robotic massage device called Escape that uses sensor-equipped arms and AI to mimic human touch. An app lets you control intensity and target specific areas. It analyzes muscle tension in real time to personalize your massage. A futuristic option for anyone who wants therapy without a human therapist. There's a clear spray you put on your clothes and bag that reflects headlights at night, making you way more visible to drivers. It's invisible during the day, but lights up the moment a car's headlights hit it. A simple, cheap fix that could literally save lives in cities with high nighttime accident rates. Sometimes the best safety tools are the simplest ones. Here's a detail most people miss. In The Simpsons, almost every character has 4 fingers except divine characters, who have 5. It's a subtle way of marking God and Jesus as different from everyone else. A tiny detail that adds surprising depth to the animation. Only the most observant fans ever catch it. This drone is controlled with simple hand gestures, thanks to built-in motion sensors. It auto-hovers to stay steady in the air and even has LED lights for night flights. Compact, portable, and comes with its own carrying case. Perfect for beginners who want intuitive, easy control. Meet Lucas, a penguin with a foot condition who now wears custom-made orthopedic shoes. The shoes reduce his pain and help him move more comfortably. His story went viral and became a symbol of innovative veterinary care, proof that technology can improve life for animals too. At a theme park in China, 3D dinosaurs appear to leap straight out of the building at visitors. Advanced projection technology creates an incredibly immersive visual experience. It transports guests back to the age of dinosaurs in stunning detail. A must-visit for anyone who loves paleontology. Anthony Schmidt, a young boy with autism, takes hyper-realistic photos of toys using just an iPhone, and they look professionally produced. His eye for lighting and detail turns ordinary objects into miniature works of art. Photography has become his unique creative outlet, proof that incredible talent can come from the most unexpected places. The USB killer can destroy a computer in seconds, just by plugging it in and sending a powerful electrical surge through the components. It was originally created for security testing, but it can fry even well-protected devices. A reminder that technology has a darker side most people never think about. Protecting your devices matters more than you'd guess. In China, there's a massive statue of a Buddha hand that visitors can actually climb inside and explore. It blends spirituality with tourism, letting people get up close to a truly monumental structure. It invites quiet reflection from a totally unique perspective, a perfect example of culture and architecture coming together. Artist Benedetto Bufalino turned a regular street sign in Lyon into a fully functional skateboard ramp, blending street art with humor. It lets people interact with something they'd normally just walk past, completely changing how they see it. He's known for reimagining everyday objects in unexpected ways. His work turns the city itself into a playground. Adrian Kozakiewicz, known online as Insect House, raises exotic insects, beetles, mantises, tropical butterflies, and shares it all with millions of followers. He attends educational events to teach people why insects matter for our ecosystems. His work promotes conservation and sparks curiosity in younger generations, proof that even the smallest creatures play a massive role in our world. The world's smallest car is under 6.5 feet long, built specifically for navigating crowded city streets. Its compact size makes parking a breeze, even in tight spots. Despite being tiny, it still has a functional interior with adjustable seats. A clever solution for cities running out of space. Dubai is home to a diving pool over 200 feet deep, holding nearly 16 million gallons of water. Inside, divers can explore sunken ruins and a fully themed underwater city. It's adventure and luxury combined in a completely artificial underwater world. In Madeira, there's a waterfall, Cascada dos Anjos, that falls directly over a road, letting cars drive right underneath it. It's become a favorite for travelers, thanks to its strange beauty and refreshing mist. Surrounded by lush greenery, it feels like a hidden natural wonder, an experience that sticks with everyone who drives through it. Some artists carve fruits and vegetables into stunning works of art, and the detail is unreal. It's a relaxing hobby that turns food into sculpture. From melons carved with floral patterns to carrots shaped like dragons, the possibilities are endless. Skill, patience, and imagination, all on a cutting board. Iranian goalkeeper Alireza Baranvand once threw a ball 200 feet by hand, setting a Guinness World Record. That kind of throw takes serious strength, technique, and precision. It's one of the longest throws ever recorded in football. A massive advantage for launching fast counterattacks or clearing danger. Here's a weird one. Synchronized swimmers use fish gelatin to keep their hair in place during routines. It forms a protective layer that keeps their hair from falling apart underwater. There's a robotic thumb controlled by sensors in your feet that lets you grip objects like you have an extra hand. It shows just how adaptable the human brain is when it comes to using new tools as body extensions. Users learn to control it naturally within just a few days. A glimpse into how our bodies might work with technology in the future. This cooling mattress topper fits beds from 8 to 22 inches thick, so it works with almost any setup. The breathable material regulates body temperature and prevents overheating at night. Plus, it's fully washable for easy maintenance. Perfect for anyone who wants to sleep cool and comfortable. Wilson created a 3D printed basketball with no air inside, and it bounces exactly like the real thing. No more flat balls or pressure problems, ever. It opens the door to more durable materials without changing how the game feels. Proof that even the most classic gear can be reinvented. In China, 3D screens make a giant panda appear to burst right out of a building, right in front of pedestrians. Cutting-edge tech creates a flawless illusion of depth and movement. It's one of the most jaw-dropping forms of outdoor advertising in the world. Waterworld in Hong Kong combines high-speed slides, lazy rivers, and family pools all surrounded by mountains. Opened in the year 2021, its design blends seamlessly into the landscape. Unlike any other water park, it's perfect for visitors of all ages. One of the most spectacular water parks anywhere on Earth. Alexander Doba kayaked across the entire Atlantic Ocean, completely alone from Senegal to Brazil, covering over 3,100 miles. He battled storms, brutal currents, and total isolation for weeks at sea. No support team, just his experience and basic gear. A feat that will go down in history. The world's largest garden is in Dubai, featuring over 190 million flowers. It even includes a life-sized Airbus, a 380, recreated entirely out of flowers and plants. Walking through it feels like stepping into an ocean of color and scent. There's a haptic suit for video games that simulates real physical sensations, including mild pain from impacts. Sensors all over your body react instantly to whatever happens in the game. It's also being used in military training and medical simulations. This takes gaming immersion to a whole new level. The Mercedes-AMG 1 combines a turbo V6 engine with 4 electric motors to produce 1,000 horsepower. Inspired by Formula One, it goes from 0 to 124 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. Only 275 units were ever made exclusively for collectors. In Wuhan, China, over 400 self-driving taxis are already on the road, powered by AI, sensors, and LiDAR technology. Riders book them through an app, choosing pickup and drop-off points. These vehicles detect pedestrians, cars, and obstacles in real time with incredible accuracy. The goal? Less traffic and safer streets for everyone. In the year 2010, a natural mutation created the Likoi cat, a breed with a wolf-like coat. Despite the wild appearance, they're actually friendly and social. They've become one of the most sought-after cat breeds in the world. Genetics creating something straight out of a fantasy novel. An engineer from Argentina built a car that runs on garbage without modifying the engine at all. The system converts waste into usable energy while cutting down harmful emissions. It tackles pollution and recycling at the same time. A perfect example of turning an environmental problem into real innovation. Got a dog? Science says you're already winning. Lower blood pressure, better mental health, less stress in the long run. The companionship, the affection, the daily walks, it all adds up to a healthier you. Your dog isn't just a pet, it's secretly your wellness coach. In New Zealand, there's a McDonald's inside an old airplane that seats 20 people. Yes, you read that right. Diners eat surrounded by aviation details, halfway between a flight and a fast food run. Proof that creativity shows up in the most unexpected places. This diffuser looks like a flying saucer, and it does way more than you'd think. It releases essential oils, glows with soft LED light, and even plugs in via USB. Part nightlight, part aromatherapy machine, part mini spa, all in one tiny gadget. Engineers are stealing ideas straight from nature, and it's called biomimetics. Drones that fly like hummingbirds, robots that swim like fish. The goal? Build smarter tech while cutting our environmental footprint. Turns out, nature already solved most of our problems. We just had to copy the homework. Imagine falling from 3,000 feet and landing safely, no giant parachute pack required. That's the SPARS system, a compact backpack with a built-in parachute designed for emergency landings. Lightweight, safe, and ready for skydiving or rescue situations. This could completely change how we think about jumps from extreme heights. Picture a giant spinning wheel with a human inside doing acrobatics. That's the German wheel, a gymnastic sport that demands insane strength, balance, and coordination. Watching someone perform inside a rotating ring is as terrifying as it is beautiful. Part sport, part art, all adrenaline. Meet flying whales, the largest airship on Earth, and it can take off from almost any surface. Futuristic design meets sustainable air travel and tourism. This thing could change how we explore the skies entirely. The future of flight might not need a runway at all. Nikon built a camera for dogs. It tracks the dog's heart rate, and snaps a photo at the exact moment of pure joy. No human behind the lens, just raw, authentic moments captured from the dog's own perspective. It's a whole new way to see the world, through your pet's eyes. With one button, this furniture transforms into a bed, a desk, or storage space. Built tough, designed smart, made for tiny apartments, silent hydraulics make the whole transformation smooth and safe. Small living space, problem solved. In South Africa, people race ostriches, birds that can hit speeds of 45 miles per hour. Riders climb on top and just hold on. Staying balanced on a creature that fast and unpredictable is no joke. This robot parks your car completely on its own. Stanley Robotics built a valet system using sensors and precision algorithms to maximize parking space and eliminate human error. It's already running in airports across Europe. Robots aren't just the future of factories anymore, they're the future of parking lots. Nepal has the only flag on Earth that isn't a rectangle or a square. Two overlapping triangles represent the Himalayan mountains and the country's major religions. The colors symbolize courage and peace. One look, and you instantly know it's Nepal. Formula One drivers experience up to 5 Gs of force when braking, and they have just 40 milliseconds to react. That's faster than you can blink. Years of brutal neck and core training make this possible. In F1, the driver's body is just as important as the car. One YouTuber built a real working lightsaber using propane. Deep in the ocean lives something that looks like a glowing alien chain. It's called a pyrosome. Thousands of tiny organisms linked together to form one massive, translucent, glowing colony. On dark nights, you can actually see them shimmering from the surface. In Chinese schools, kids perform perfectly synchronized movement routines that look like full-on choreography, and they start young. It builds focus, discipline, and physical skill from an early age, setting them up for sports and martial arts. Mind and body train together from day one. Education here looks a little different. Ever wonder how actors cry on cue every single take? They use something called tear sticks, a menthol-based wax that makes your eyes water on contact. Instant, real tears, no emotional breakdown required. One of Hollywood's best-kept little secrets. There's only one real castle in all of the Americas, Chapultepec Castle in Mexico City. Built between 1785 and 1787 under Viceroy Bernardo de Galvez, it's been everything from an imperial residence to a military base. European architecture sitting on a hill, surrounded by history, a true cultural gem hiding in plain sight. Seahorses can move each eye in a completely different direction at the same time. This gives them an almost 360-degree view of their surroundings, perfect for spotting predators and prey. Independent eye movement like this is incredibly rare in the animal kingdom. Seahorses, nature's tiny, underrated masters of camouflage. Freckle tattoos are blowing up right now, tiny dots that heal into something that looks completely natural. It's a celebration of imperfections that people used to try to cover up. Now, people are paying to get them. Beauty trends really have come full circle. Aldabra giant tortoises can grow up to 4 feet long and weigh over 550 pounds. They're among the largest tortoises on the planet. Living on remote islands with zero natural predators, some live for over a century. A living, breathing symbol of how wild nature can get when left alone. In one conservation program, a dolphin learned to collect plastic from the ocean in exchange for treats. Animal intelligence meets environmental cleanup, and the results are honestly inspiring. It shows just how creative the solutions to pollution can get. Sometimes saving the planet starts with a snack. Bangkok pulls in over 22 million tourists a year, more than London, New York, or Paris. Ancient temples, chaotic markets, and nightlife that never stops. The food, the culture, the energy. It's a city that hits different every single time. No wonder people keep coming back. This humidifier looks like a glowing jellyfish, and it reacts to sound. Add essential oils, and the lights pulse and shift along with the music in the room. It keeps the air perfectly humid while turning your space into a calming, ambient mini spa. Function and aesthetic fully merged. Ever wonder how video game characters move so realistically? Motion capture technology digitizes real human movement using sensors, then maps it directly onto digital characters. Every gesture, every step reproduced with eerie precision. It's one of the reasons modern games and movies feel so alive. Santa Claus wasn't always the jolly gift-giving guy we know today. He actually started as a tool to scare kids into behaving naughty kids got nothing. Over centuries, he softened into the generous figure we celebrate now. Wild how much a character can change over time. This vending machine doesn't just heat up pizza, it makes it from scratch. In minutes. Every ingredient, every step, fully automated. Hot, fresh pizza, anytime, anywhere, with zero human hands involved. Fast food just leveled up. Drop mercury onto aluminum, and something strange happens. White, root-like fibers start growing out of the metal. It's the mercury breaking through the aluminum's protective oxide layer, triggering a bizarre chemical reaction. Not explosive, just incredibly weird to watch. Chemistry can get strange fast. Meet DJ Gloria, real name Madeline Manson, who didn't become a DJ until after 65. After becoming a widow and working as an aerobics instructor in Sweden, she found a whole new calling. Now, at 81 years old, she's still lighting up dance floors across Stockholm, proof that it's never ever too late to chase a dream. In Japan, there's a sumo festival where wrestlers try to make babies cry on purpose. The belief? Crying scares away evil spirits and protects the baby's health. The wrestlers do it gently and respectfully, of course. Old traditions, new levels of unexpected. What if your water bottle was edible and biodegradable? These edible water capsules are designed to replace plastic bottles entirely and cut down on ocean pollution. They're fragile for now, but the technology is evolving fast. This could completely reshape how we package liquids in the future. After it rains, dragonflies clean their eyes using their own legs. It's a tiny, precise movement most people never notice, but it shows just how advanced their vision really is. Even the smallest insects have incredible adaptations hiding in plain sight. Nature really doesn't miss a detail. The world's tallest bicycle stands over 25 feet tall, and it actually works. Built by Nicholas Barrios and David Peru, it's fully functional, with real pedals and steering. It earned a Guinness World Record for its massive size. Riding it? That takes serious guts. Scientists are creating synthetic clouds designed to bounce sunlight back into space to help cool the planet down. It's basically humans copying nature's own cooling system. Still experimental, but it could become a major tool in the fight against climate change. Sometimes the best solutions come from imitating Earth itself. When you cut yourself, your body kicks into action immediately. A scab forms, new cells grow, and the tissue rebuilds itself layer by layer, all without you even noticing. It's a perfectly coordinated process happening beneath the surface. The human body really is a quiet miracle machine. This portable garment steamer removes wrinkles in just 30 seconds. Compact, fast, and gentle enough not to damage fabric. It auto shuts off and holds enough water to avoid constant refills. Perfect for travelers or anyone who hates ironing. Meet the Shima Inaga, a tiny bird from Hokkaido, Japan, that looks exactly like a fluffy snowball with wings. It's become a social media sensation, with photographers traveling specifically to spot one. It survives freezing winters by feeding on insects and seeds. Some books hide a secret on the edges of their pages. It's called four-edge painting, an art form dating back to the 10th century, where designs only appear when you fan the pages open. A hidden artwork, built right into the book itself. This centuries-old secret is suddenly trending again online. In Lanzhou, China, chefs stretch noodles using movements so precise they look like a dance. It's called noodle kung fu. It takes years of practice to pull dough into perfectly thin strands. Diners watch the entire performance before the meal even starts. Dinner and a show, literally. In Vietnam, there's a dog that goes shopping completely by itself. It knows the exact route to the store and never gets lost. This dog has basically become a local celebrity. Yet another reminder that dogs are way smarter than we give them credit for. China is home to the world's tallest swing, certified by Guinness at nearly 330 feet high. Set against stunning natural scenery, it's less playground and more extreme adventure. Pure, heart-pounding adrenaline with a view. Not for the faint of heart. This truck has a giant screen on the back playing videos and animations for everyone driving behind it. Cool? Definitely. Distracting? Also definitely. It sparked real debate about safety on the road. Innovation and danger, riding side by side. Canadian chef Wallace Wong, known as the Six-Pack Chef, cut 9 tomatoes in just 1 minute blindfolded. He set the Guinness World Record in London in 2024. Perfectly even cuts with zero visibility, using pure muscle memory. Officially verified, officially insane. At just 3 years old, Ben Underwood lost both eyes to cancer, but what he did next stunned scientists. He learned echolocation, clicking his tongue and reading the echoes to build a mental map of the world around him. He could skateboard, play basketball, and even tell the difference between a fire hydrant and a trash can, all without sight. He passed away young, but his story still inspires people everywhere. Balenciaga released a leather handbag in Paris that looks exactly like a bag of chips, shiny wrapper, silver zipper, all of it. The only differences? A small Balenciaga logo and a price tag of $1,800. It sparked massive backlash online, instantly becoming the symbol of extreme modern luxury and consumerism. In China, some McDonald's locations swapped out regular seating for stationary bikes. Customers pedal while they eat, and the energy generated charges their phones. This experimental setup blends exercise, tech, and fast food, riding a growing wave of healthy habits showing up in everyday spaces. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport. From the year 1900 to 1920, it appeared in 5 Olympic Games. Teams of 8 had to drag their opponents across a line. It took raw strength, coordination, and stamina. It lost its Olympic status, but it's still played competitively today under official rules. Jaime Caton has an incredibly rare condition. Metal objects literally stick to his skin. Only 3 documented cases exist in the entire world. Scientists think it might be linked to unusual skin properties and friction. He's shown it off publicly, sticking spoons, phones, and other metal objects to his body with zero effort. What started as a film set for The Lord of the Rings became a permanent tourist attraction. In Mata Mata, New Zealand, you'll find Hobbiton, complete with hobbit homes, perfectly manicured gardens, and the famous Green Dragon Inn. A French DJ held a techno set at over 10,000 feet above sea level in the Swiss Alps. Pulling it off took a massive logistical operation just to haul sound equipment through brutal cold. In Lustenau, Austria, they build the world's largest bonfire every single year. One particularly massive build used 110 tons of wood to create a fire tower nearly 200 feet tall. Kami Rita Sherpa, a 55-year-old Nepali climber, holds the world record for Everest summits. 31 climbs since 1994. Every single time, he's faced brutal storms and freezing temperatures. The spiny turtle, native to Southeast Asia, grows to about 9 inches. Its spiky shell shifts from bright colors as a youngster to dull browns as an adult, helping it blend in with dead leaves. It eats invertebrates and fungi, but habitat loss and illegal trade are pushing it toward extinction. Japan once had a bar called Sasya, where customers paid to get slapped. In the year 2023, they shut it down, and turned it into a burger joint. A business that literally went from getting smacked to slinging burgers, one of the strangest establishments to ever exist in Japan. A Danish farmer spent over 25 years building a scale replica of the world map on a lake near his farm. Using rocks, dirt, and grass, he traced the outlines of every continent with stunning accuracy. On the island of Palau in the Pacific, there's a lake filled with millions of jellyfish that lost their ability to sting. With no predators around, evolution simply turned off the threat. Silkworm domestication began over 5,000 years ago in ancient China, and it's still the backbone of the textile industry today. These insects spin cocoons made of silk threads that can stretch over half a mile long. To extract the silk without breaking it, the cocoons have to be boiled first. The kobudai fish, found in the Pacific between Africa and Asia, has a wild ability. It can change its sex. When the alpha male dies, a female completely transforms her body, behavior, and reproductive organs to become the new dominant male. Back in 1962, Morton Heilig invented the Sensorama, considered the first virtual reality machine in history. It was like a personal movie booth that hit multiple senses at once. Three-dimensional images, vibrations, surround sounds, smells, and even gusts of wind all perfectly synced. In Breda, Netherlands, every September brings the Redhead Days Festival. Thousands of redheads from around the world gather to celebrate their shared identity with photo shoots, art exhibits, talks, and community events. The Navy ship Flip, designed by the U.S. Navy in 1962, could tilt 90 degrees until it stood completely vertical in the ocean. At 350 feet long, it served as a stable platform for studying ocean currents and underwater acoustics. After more than 6 decades of service, it was decommissioned in 2023. Sharks don't have a swim bladder, so they have to keep moving or they'll sink. They also need water constantly flowing over their gills to breathe. If they stop, they literally suffocate. Even when sleeping, they're either still moving or drifting with the current. Crash test dummies are essential today for testing car and airplane safety, but they go back to the 1940s. Engineer Samuel Alderson built the first crash dummies to replace tests that were once done on human cadavers in military aviation. In Russia, Lake Berlinskoye turns bright pink every summer. It's caused by the water's high salt content combined with algae and tiny crustaceans that produce reddish pigments when it gets hot. The contrast between the desert landscape and the pink water creates a surreal scene. Researchers developed a material that bends light using lenses that manipulate the refractive index, guiding light waves around objects. The result, whatever's standing behind it, appears to vanish. It's not true invisibility, but the effect is so convincing it sparked huge interest from both the military and entertainment industry. Apollo 14 astronaut Alan Shepard made history as the only man to ever play golf on the moon. During the 1971 mission, he pulled out an improvised club and took a swing at 2 golf balls. Thanks to the low gravity, one of them flew several hundred yards. The Rain Room is an art installation that lets you walk through rain without getting wet. Motion sensors detect where you're moving and shut off the nozzles right above you just in time, creating a dry zone that follows your body. A regular pencil might seem simple, but here's a wild fact. The graphite inside can draw a single continuous line nearly 40 miles long. Experts have actually tested and confirmed this. In Georgia, above the Dashbashi Canyon, sits the highest hanging cafe in the world. Suspended almost 1,000 feet in the air, this glass structure is part of a tourist bridge that mixes adrenaline with luxury. Visitors can sip their coffee while literally floating over the abyss. Spanish athlete Gon Molina set a Guinness World Record by bursting a hot water bottle in just 2.87 seconds. The challenge demands explosive power, precision, and serious hand strength. In Italy, near the town of Noli, there are underwater greenhouses called Nemo's Garden. They're transparent domes installed beneath the sea, growing basil, strawberries, lettuce, and other plants without any pesticides. German company ThyssenKrupp developed the multi-elevator system, tested in an 800-foot tower in Rottweil. Instead of cables, it uses linear motors that let multiple cabins move through the same shaft, even sideways. In the year 2019, paleontologists discovered a prehistoric shark with teeth that looked strangely similar to the ships from the video game Galaga, so they named it Galagodon nordquiste. It lived over 67 million years ago alongside Tyrannosaurus rex fossils. In Da Nang, Vietnam, the Dragon Bridge breathes fire for 2 minutes, then sprays water for 3 minutes every weekend night. Its head lights up with LEDs. The show stops traffic dead and leaves everyone speechless. One chef decided to launch a kebab into space tied to a weather balloon. It climbed over 120,000 feet, then came crashing back down to Earth, frozen solid. A pretty wild way to push the limits of cooking. Dolphins are one of the few species that can recognize themselves in a mirror. They're smart enough to understand that the reflection looking back isn't another animal, it's them. Microsoft built the quietest room on Earth at its Redmond campus. The materials absorb sound from every direction, hitting record levels of -20 decibels. Inside, it's so silent you can actually hear your own heartbeat and blood flowing through your veins. The coelacanth, a prehistoric fish, was thought to be extinct until it was rediscovered in South Africa in 1938. It's been around for over 400 million years, way before the dinosaurs. It can live up to 60 years and grow to over 6 feet long. Dean Karnazes is an ultramarathon runner who can run over 300 miles without stopping, thanks to a unique genetic trait. His body clears lactic acid from his muscles almost instantly, the very thing that normally causes fatigue. That means he just doesn't get tired the normal way. At one luxury resort, a music festival took place inside a giant sphere that projected images in a full 360 degrees. The futuristic show completely surrounded the crowd with cutting-edge music and immersive visuals, dropping everyone into a virtual world. Tennis balls get a second life after they leave the court. Many are recycled into new court surfaces, sound insulation, or shoe soles. Some programs even send them to schools, where they're used as chair leg caps or walking cane tips. Out of more than 2,600 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, only 17 belong to fictional characters. That list includes Mickey Mouse, Shrek, The Simpsons, and Snow White, all honored for their cultural and emotional impact over the decades. Indonesia's Kawah Ijen volcano is famous for its eerie blue flames. The phenomenon happens when sulfur gases from the crater ignite on contact with air. It draws scientists and adventurers from around the world wanting to see it in person. 70-year-old American runner Chow Smith completed 7 marathons on 7 continents in just 7 days. Known as the World Marathon Challenge, it took her through Antarctica, Australia, Asia, Europe, Africa, and both Americas, battling extreme weather and exhaustion between back-to-back flights. The Hermes Birkin bag was born in 1984, after a chance meeting between Jane Birkin and the company's director. Each one takes between 18 and 25 hours to make by hand, crafted by master leatherworkers using materials like crocodile or ostrich skin with gold-plated hardware. Lake Rotorua in New Zealand is famous for its sulfur-rich waters, which give it a vibrant color and a thick, almost slimy texture. Sulfur vapor rises off the surface, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. It's a little sad, but some octopuses have started using ocean trash as shelter. Instead of natural shells, they're moving into rusted cans, broken bottles, and plastic waste to hide or lay their eggs in. It's a direct result of human pollution. The Nokia 9210 communicator, launched in the year 2001, was way more than just a phone. Considered a precursor to the smartphone, in Cairo's so-called garbage district, thousands of people make their living from recycling. They managed to recover up to 85% of the city's waste. British tattoo artist Daniel Scott found an unexpected canvas during the pandemic: skateboards. With no clients to tattoo, he started putting his designs on skateboard decks instead, creating collectible art pieces that blend tattoo techniques with acrylic painting and engraving. Polish-Canadian athlete Dana Głowacka broke the women's world record for the longest plank, holding the position for 4 hours and 20 minutes. That's not just incredible physical strength, that's an insane level of mental toughness. In Zadar, Croatia, there's a one-of-a-kind sea organ that makes music using the movement of the Adriatic waves. Hidden beneath the stone steps leading to the sea, tubes convert the energy of the water into harmonic sounds. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't just dominate soccer, he dominates social media too. With over 600 million followers, he's the most followed person on all of Instagram. His page mixes sports, family, and luxury, while also promoting perfumes, clothing, and other brands alongside his personal life. The Bac Long Glass Bridge in Son La, Vietnam, is considered the longest of its kind in the world, stretching over 2,000 feet. Suspended between mountains, it lets you walk across a completely transparent surface with nothing but open air below. Hawaii is considered the best place on Earth to see rainbows. Its tropical climate, frequent rain, and bright sun create perfect conditions for single, double, triple, even quadruple rainbows. The mountainous terrain and ocean breeze scatter the light just right, again and again. The Korowai, an indigenous group in Indonesia, build their homes high up in the trees, sometimes nearly 150 feet off the ground. These elevated houses protect them from predators, insect swarms, and frequent flooding. They also believe staying away from the ground keeps evil spirits at bay. On The Simpsons, God is the only character with 5 fingers on each hand. Every other yellow character only has 4. That wasn't an accident. The creators wanted God to stand out as different and superior, even in the show's absurd universe. In the year 2012, Austrian skydiver Felix Baumgartner made history by jumping from the stratosphere at nearly 24 miles up. He broke the sound barrier, hitting 843 miles per hour, becoming the first human ever to do it without a vehicle. Ducks produce a special oil from a gland near the base of their tail. They spread it over their feathers with their beak during daily grooming. This coating works as a natural waterproofing layer, keeping water from soaking into their feathers and helping them stay afloat. The animatronics at Tokyo Disneyland are so realistic, they look like cartoons that walk straight off the screen. They don't just copy the characters' looks, their gestures and movements are recreated with such precision, it's almost unsettling. The Yoto player is an audio device for kids with no screen, no camera, and no microphone. Kids slide in physical cards to play stories, music, podcasts, or educational shows. No ads, and it doesn't need a constant internet connection. Turkish illustrator Yassi Yokusu has a wild signature style. He uses kitchen utensils, knives, and forks to create art. Instead of traditional brushes, he uses these metal tools to make precise strokes and unique textures on paper or canvas. The Yuanyang rice terraces, in China's Yunnan province, stretch across more than 59,000 acres of mountainside, carved out over centuries by the Hani people. Makoko is a floating neighborhood in Lagos Lagoon, Nigeria, often called the Venice of Africa. About 200,000 people live in houses built on wooden stilts over the water. The community survives mainly on fishing, but faces serious challenges: poor infrastructure, lack of basic services, and extreme poverty. President Barack Obama's official portrait was entirely created using 3-dimensional scanning technology. It took 8 high-resolution cameras and over 50 lights from different angles. Processing all that data took 4 days. The result? A hyper-realistic interactive portrait you can view digitally from any angle. Yes, there are people whose job is to eat kibble and no, they're not dogs. They're professional pet food tasters. These people sample food made for dogs and cats, checking flavor, texture, smell, and nutritional quality, all to make sure it's safe and nutritious. Spanish performer Paul Guerrero developed a one-of-a-kind acrobatic style that mixes gymnastics, balance, and coordination. His act involves flips and complex spins, all performed while balancing on a giant rubber ball. Artist Giovanni Contardi creates celebrity portraits using nothing but Rubik's Cubes. Some pieces take up to 6,000 cubes and 6 months of work to finish. From a distance, his mosaics reveal famous faces with stunning accuracy. At CES 2025, they unveiled the BodyFriend, an advanced AI-powered massage chair. Price tag $20,000. It can train muscles, help with injury rehab, and deliver personalized massages using sensors and futuristic tech. Artist Thomas Deininger creates optical illusions of birds using recycled materials. His pieces only look like recognizable images from one specific angle, proof that trash can become incredible art. In China, the Juniao robot is changing the game in agriculture, specializing in tea harvesting. Packed with AI, cameras, and precision sensors, it identifies the tenderest buds and picks them without damaging the plant. At the Paralympics, blind sprinters compete tethered at the wrist to a guide runner, syncing every step at incredible speeds. The trust between them has to be absolute. The guide tells them when to speed up or slow down and can't cross the finish line before the athlete does. In parts of India, stray dogs have started showing up with blue-tinted fur, caused by pollution from nearby factories dumping toxic waste into the environment. It's not just a color change. These animals are being exposed to chemicals that seriously damage their health. Disc golf works a lot like regular golf, but instead of balls and holes, you throw frisbees into metal baskets with chains. Played on open courses, it's all about precision, strategy, and long-distance throws. Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly building a massive underground bunker on his property in Kauai, Hawaii. Reports say it'll include an access tunnel, a reinforced steel door, and be designed to survive catastrophic events. Rumors point to advanced security tech, self-sustaining zones, and enough space to live in isolation for months. The American blue rabbit is a mysterious breed created in 1917 by a breeder named Louis Salisbury, who never revealed exactly which breeds he used. Experts suspect some of those breeds are now extinct, meaning this rabbit's genetics can never be recreated from scratch. Scientists recently developed a material called nanocuretech that can repair itself. It's made from a special nylon with an inner layer that reacts to heat and friction. If it gets punctured, just rub the damaged area, the fibers bond back together and seal it shut. Pac-Man, released in 1980, has raked in over $25 billion in revenue, making it one of the most profitable games of all time. It's been released on dozens of platforms, from old-school consoles to modern phones. On Lake Titicaca, on the border between Peru and Bolivia, entire communities live on floating islands made of reeds. These islands have to be constantly rebuilt because the reeds rot away over time and the islands would otherwise sink. In India, there's a tourist spot called Magnetic Hill, where cars appear to roll uphill on their own. It's actually an optical illusion, created by the layout of the land and horizon tricking your eyes. The cars look like they're climbing, but they're actually rolling gently downhill. To animate cats realistically in movies and video games, studios use specialized motion capture. Real cats climb, walk, jump, and stretch, while cameras record every move. That data gets turned into digital models that replicate everything from the flick of a tail to a slow blink. In Amsterdam, some bike parking lots are equipped with systems that turn pedaling energy into electricity. Cyclists generate power using rollers connected to generators. That electricity gets stored in batteries and used to light streets or charge nearby devices. In Denmark, sand sculpture festivals draw thousands of visitors every year. Artists use tons of sand to build figures over 30 feet tall, defying gravity and pushing creativity to the limit, everything from historical figures to modern scenes. The Bedlington Terrier might be one of the strangest looking dog breeds on Earth. With its curly coat and slim frame, it looks more like a sheep than a dog. Originally from the UK, it was bred for hunting and fighting, though you'd never guess it from that adorable face. Home sparkling water makers work using carbon dioxide cartridges that inject bubbles straight into tap water. They come with reusable bottles built to handle the pressure, and they've become a popular, eco-friendly alternative to buying bottled soda. The Temple of Karnak in Luxor, Egypt, is one of the most jaw-dropping religious sites on the planet. Construction began over 4,000 years ago and continued under multiple pharaohs for more than 2,000 years. Inside, you'll find columns reaching nearly 70 feet tall, massive statues and walls covered in hieroglyphics. Kaspersky's real-time cyber attack map shows malware attempts, phishing, hacks, and botnet activity as glowing lines connecting countries across the globe. The platform breaks down where each threat comes from, where it's going, and what type it is, putting the scale of global cybercrime on full display. It sounds strange, but some volcanoes don't erupt lava, they erupt mud. Mud volcanoes happen when underground gases push a mix of water, dirt, and minerals up to the surface. Some can explode violently, hurling hot mud several feet into the air. In countries like Japan, China, and South Korea, it's actually pretty common not to wear deodorant. Why? A widespread genetic trait in the region means many people simply don't produce the substances that cause body odor. Basically, they sweat and just don't smell bad. The Utter Inn in Sweden is a one-of-a-kind hotel designed by artist Mikael Genberg. It looks like a floating cabin on the surface, but hidden underneath is a bedroom submerged 10 feet below the water. The Great Blue Hole, off the coast of Belize, measures about 1,000 feet across and over 400 feet deep. It formed during the last ice age when underground caves collapsed as sea levels rose. Artist Willard Wiggin creates sculptures so tiny they fit on the head of a pin using an eyelash as his paintbrush. Every detail is a miracle of precision and patience. His work can only be seen under a microscope, depicting full figures, animals, and entire scenes invisible to the naked eye. Garlic is China's first cloned cat, created by the company Cinegene. After the original cat died, its owner saved skin cell samples and paid to have it cloned. Scientists implanted the genetic material into an egg cell and grew it inside a surrogate mother. British company Tenfold Engineering reinvented housing with their fold-out home. At first glance, it looks like a basic cube, but press a single button and it unfolds itself in minutes into a full living space, complete with walls, roofs, and rooms. In Japan, aviation and art collided to create the Open Sky, a glider inspired by a vehicle from Studio Ghibli. This futuristic, engine-free aircraft climbs for about 10 minutes, then glides using air currents. Ever wonder where the holes in Swiss cheese come from? During fermentation, certain bacteria break down lactic acid and release carbon dioxide. That gas forms bubbles inside the aging cheese, which pop when it's sliced, leaving the famous holes. Fun fact, modern cheeses actually have fewer holes. The sun is always drawn yellow, but it's actually completely white. Its light contains every color of the visible spectrum, and in space, it shines pure white. Earth's atmosphere scatters sunlight as it passes through. Blue light scatters the most, letting reds and yellows through, especially at sunrise and sunset. Tingui de Bemaraha National Park in Madagascar is covered in massive limestone spikes, carved by erosion over millions of years. In Malagasy, Tingui means where you can't walk barefoot. These razor-sharp rock formations create a natural maze so dangerous. In Vietnam, a dog named Diu went viral for looking exactly like a cat. Pointy ears, a feline-looking face, and soft fur, have confused thousands of people online. In reality, he's a hybrid between a short-legged dingo and a local breed. In Sopot, Poland, there's a building that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale. The crooked house was designed by architects Sotinski and Zaleski, inspired by children's book illustrations. The walls ripple, the windows are crooked, and the roof looks like it's melting. It might look unstable, but it's fully functional, home to shops, cafes, and offices. In Sichuan, China, hundreds of diners gathered to enjoy the world's largest hot pot. The massive pot, several feet across, held thousands of gallons of broth packed with meat, vegetables, and spices. Opal is a mineraloid prized for its one-of-a-kind sparkle. Its amorphous structure bends light in spectacular ways, flashing red, green, and blue, making it incredibly valuable in jewelry. No two opals are ever the same, which makes each one truly one of a kind. The corpse flower is one of the biggest and smelliest flowers on Earth. It only blooms for a few days every several years, releasing a smell of rotting flesh to attract flies and other insects that help it pollinate. In New Zealand, a couple found a 17-pound tuber in their garden and thought they'd found the world's biggest potato. They named it Doug, and it became a local celebrity, showing up in news stories and all over social media. But Guinness rejected the record after a DNA test revealed it wasn't a potato at all, it was actually a gourd. Doug's fame? Completely unaffected. A prison in Brazil swapped its guard dogs for geese, and surprisingly, it worked great. Geese are extremely territorial, sound off loudly at any intruder, and don't scare easily. Plus, they're cheaper to feed and need zero special training. Professional divers organize an underwater poker game in the Gulf of Aqaba. They use special waterproof cards and carefully manage their oxygen tanks the whole time. The game was recorded as a one-of-a-kind sporting and recreational feat. Vienna hosts the Timber Sports World Trophy, where 16 international athletes go head-to-head in wood-cutting events using axes and saws. These lumberjacks show off raw power, technique, and speed, sending wood chips flying in spectacular duels. Belgian tattoo artist Indy Vogt is known for working on the body's strangest spots. He does hand-poke tattoos, no machines in places like eyelids, and even the roof of the mouth. Cypriot dancer Aristotelis Ballas broke a record so wild you have to see it to believe it, dancing with 319 cups balanced on his head. That smashed the previous record of 270. He's been doing this style of dance since 1995, and at 65 years old, he decided to chase the impossible. In Japan, books are sold wrapped in paper covers, and it's not just decoration, it's all about privacy. The cover keeps strangers from seeing what you're reading on the train or in public. It's a small detail that says a lot about Japan's deep respect for personal space. New York-based artist Yasmin uses yeast and bacteria to create living artwork that evolves over time. She grows microorganisms on canvases and organic materials, producing shifting colors and textures that can last up to 6 months. It's where science meets art, pushing biology itself into the role of creative medium. An elephant at the London Zoo has been wowing crowds by painting live canvases. Guided by her keepers, she holds brushes with her trunk and creates colorful strokes that get auctioned off to support conservation and animal welfare programs. The climbing perch, native to Southeast Asia, has a special organ called a labyrinth that lets it breathe air directly. Thanks to this adaptation, it can survive out of water for up to 6 days in humid conditions. It even moves across land using its fins, climbing slanted surfaces to find food or new places to live. Artist Roman Boutin turns ordinary coins into miniature sculptures using precision tools, engravings, and tiny gears. He's made everything from insects with articulated wings to hearts with working internal mechanisms. Every coin is hand-carved, and many even have moving parts, taking the craft to an insane level of detail. When a cat's eyes glow in the dark, it's not magic, it's biology. Cats have a special layer behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum, which acts like a mirror, bouncing light back through the eye and giving them a second shot at seeing in low light. That chubby white tire mascot you've seen in tire ads, his name is Bibendum. He was created back in 1898 by the Michelin brothers, and he's one of the oldest advertising mascots in the world. His name comes from the Latin phrase nunc est bibendum, meaning now is the time to drink. In Cancun, Mexico, the underwater museum of art known as Musa is home to sunken sculptures designed to help coral grow. Created by international artists, these sculptures double as marine habitats, letting visitors explore art while supporting the ecosystem at the same time. The Itha Undersea Restaurant at the Conrad Maldives Rongali Island offers one seriously unique dining experience. Sitting beneath the Indian Ocean, diners enjoy panoramic views of marine life while eating gourmet meals. The glass walls create a peaceful setting where you can watch the ocean and its creatures in their natural habitat. The Van de Graaff generator is one of science's most jaw-dropping machines. It builds up a massive static electric charge strong enough to repel light objects and make your hair stand completely on end. It's been a go-to teaching tool for showing how electric charges actually affect objects. Artist Kevin Champagny from Long Island, New York, builds massive mosaics out of thousands of individual mini sculptures. He starts by designing tiny molded pieces, then arranges them into huge, jaw-dropping compositions. Each piece can take months to finish and require tens of thousands of individual parts. Giant panda caretakers work shifts longer than 12 hours a day. Their job includes prepping fresh bamboo-based diets, monitoring health, cleaning enclosures, and keeping the pandas active. Many even sleep on-site during certain seasons to care for newborn cubs. In Australia, a drone caught stunning footage of a massive school of salmon swimming in circles along the coast. This isn't random, it's a defense strategy against predators like sharks and dolphins. By swimming in sync in a circular formation, the fish create chaos that makes it harder for predators to strike. A European company develops special noise-canceling headphones for dogs. They're built to dial down intense sounds like fireworks or thunderstorms, with soft, durable materials designed to fit comfortably over canine ears. On the island of Socotra, known as the Island of Dragons, there's a tree called the Dragon's Blood Tree, shaped like an inverted umbrella. When cut, it oozes a deep red resin that local communities have used for centuries as dye, medicine, and varnish. There's a Rubik's Cube so brutal it can take up to 3 hours to solve. It changes color depending on the angle you look at it, throwing off even the experts. They call it the impossible cube, and honestly, it's less of a puzzle and more of a mental workout. Back in 1951, William Albee invented Rologon tires, built to handle brutal terrain like snow, sand, and mud. These oversized, low-pressure tires spread the vehicle's weight more evenly across the ground. The result? Vehicles that don't sink into soft surfaces. In Seville, Spain, a bar tested out a robotic bartender called BR Card. This robot pours beer completely contact-free, blending Spain's beloved tradition of grabbing a cold one with cutting-edge technology. Publisher Mina Lima released a special edition of Harry Potter packed with interactive illustrations and pop-up elements on nearly every page. Reading becomes a magical, hands-on experience, letting fans physically interact with details from the world of Hogwarts. In Hida Furukawa, Japan, the canals are so clean that koi fish swim freely through them. It's a symbol of purity and harmony with nature, proof that cleanliness breeds respect for the environment. In Brazil, marble racing has become its own unique sport, combining skill, strategy, and speed. Glass marbles roll down obstacle-filled tracks, testing both racers and spectators. Success comes down to the marble's weight and speed, plus how precisely the track is built. The Leidenfrost effect is a fascinating phenomenon that happens when water drops hit an extremely hot surface. Instead of evaporating instantly, the droplets glide and spin on a layer of vapor, almost floating in place. It looks like the water is defying physics itself. Since the year 2005, camel racing in Qatar and other Middle Eastern countries changed forever. The jockeys are now remote-controlled robots. The animals are better cared for, and the races are just as thrilling as ever. AI just took a wild leap forward, turning kids' car drawings into actual working toys. Using advanced algorithms, the AI interprets a child's drawing and transforms it into a real, scaled-down model. Stop-motion animation takes insane amounts of patience. Every scene is built by moving puppets bit by bit and snapping a photo after each tiny adjustment, turning every single frame into its own tiny work of art. Just 1 second of footage can take between 12 and 24 individual photos. In Shenzhen, China, public wireless chargers double as benches to sit and relax on. While your phone charges, built-in screens, play ads, and local content, comfort, and entertainment, all in one spot. Seahorses have an insane visual trick. They can move each eye independently in completely opposite directions. One eye can look forward while the other looks backward, giving them a huge edge in spotting both prey and predators at the same time. The Unity One is an eco-friendly electric car designed in Sweden, lightweight, with room for just 2 people. Built from sustainable materials and assembled with an efficient process that cuts emissions right from production. It's incredibly light and sips very little energy. The Institut La Rosey in Switzerland is the most expensive school on the planet, with annual tuition running around $120,000. This exclusive boarding school educates the children of royals, billionaires, and celebrities. Students live in mansions with access to private ski slopes. The Alicia sea slug can do something straight out of science fiction. It can separate its head from its body and grow an entirely new body from the neck up. Yes, really. It's one of nature's most extreme survival tricks, a creature that can completely renew itself from scratch. In the Arizona desert, you'll find the Wave, one of the most jaw-dropping rock formations on Earth. Famous for its vibrant, swirling stripes of color, it was shaped by wind and mineral buildup over thousands of years. Motorola teamed up with Swarovski to create the Moto Buds Loop wireless earbuds that blend tech with luxury. They're encrusted with Swarovski crystals, designed to look like trendy hoop earrings while functioning as full headphones, complete with spatial audio, clear call microphones, and sound tech developed with Bose. In California, someone built a Lego replica of the battleship USS Missouri, measuring over 90 feet long. This insane build shows just how far Lego bricks can go in recreating complex structures. 4 German college students pulled off something incredible: the world's largest game of Tetris played on a 15-story building. They turned the entire campus facade into a giant gaming screen using LED lights controlled by software. Pieces fell in real time, and players controlled them from the ground below. Nearsightedness is rising at an alarming rate worldwide, especially among kids. The main culprit: not enough sunlight exposure. Spending too much time indoors staring at screens reduces natural dopamine production in the retina, the chemical that regulates eye growth. Content creators Evan and Caitlin built the world's largest functional laptop. The final result: a screen over 45 inches wide, weighing about 110 pounds, with 3 separate batteries. Despite its massive size, it works perfectly playing videos and running programs just like a normal laptop. Some modern power saws come with a safety feature straight out of science fiction. If the blade detects contact with human skin, it retracts in under 5 milliseconds. It works using an electrical signal that senses the conductivity of the human body the moment skin touches the blade. The brakes slam on instantly. The phoenix is a legendary creature found in Greek, Egyptian, and Chinese mythology. Its most powerful symbol is eternal renewal. When it dies, it bursts into flames and rises again from its own ashes. It represents immortality, transformation, and rising above pain. The Grail GeoPress is an outdoor water bottle that purifies water in just 8 seconds. It removes viruses, bacteria, heavy metals, and other contaminants, making it a lifesaver in the wild or during emergencies. It works like a French press, just push down, and the water filter's clean. The town of Santa Claus, Indiana, gets thousands of letters addressed to Santa every single year. Since the middle of the 20th century, local volunteers have answered every one of them from their own holiday-themed post office. Throughout December, the whole town lights up with decorations, festive events, and a giant Santa statue. In Japan, Ikoma Mountain Amusement Park sits on a hill with sweeping views of the mountain it's named after, giving visitors stunning panoramas while they enjoy the rides. The sunset views alone are a show worth the trip. Comfort Town in Kyiv is a residential complex built right on top of an old industrial zone. It's made up of 180 buildings of different heights, painted in bold yellows, blues, oranges, and greens. The result is what's known as an architectural rainbow, a striking contrast against the gray tones typical of Soviet-era cities. In Pakistan, some communities transport cooking gas in massive plastic bags. The bags get filled at informal stations, then hauled home by motorcycle or truck. It's cheaper than metal tanks, but compressed gas in plastic bags comes with zero safety protections. A new fashion trend has people wearing earrings shaped like flies, and they're disturbingly realistic. These pieces recreate the insect's body, wings, and legs in incredible detail, using resin, metal, and crystals. People either love them or can't stand them. The pygmy marmoset is a tiny primate from Brazil, maxing out at under 20 inches long. Its gray fur helps it blend into the rainforest canopy, where it feeds on insects, nectar, and small fruits. Right now, it's endangered due to rapid deforestation across the Amazon. The infinity dodecahedron lamp is a decorative piece that combines mirrors and LED lights to create a mesmerizing visual effect. Its structure is a 12-sided shape, with each face covered in one-way mirrors that multiply the reflections of the lights inside endlessly. In the United States, someone is raising a Bengal tiger they adopted as a cub, and it now eats about 22 pounds of meat a day. These endangered cats typically weigh over 440 pounds as adults. Raising one in a home environment is hugely controversial. In the city of Changsha, there's a themed store where every single product is giant-sized. Visitors find French fries several feet long, massive cookies, and oversized versions of everyday food. The whole place has become a tourist attraction, built entirely from hyper-realistic sculptures. Honduran white bats have mastered an incredible survival skill, building their own leaf tents. Using their feet and teeth, they cut and fold large heliconia leaves into little green shelters that protect them during the day. It's an impressive feat of engineering, and with sunlight filtering through the leaves, their white fur turns green, perfectly camouflaging them from predators. Drone light painting has become a wild new form of art. Drones equipped with LED lights create patterns and shapes mid-air, letting artists literally draw across the sky using the drone's movements to trace out spectacular figures. The neutrino energy cube is a groundbreaking technology aiming to generate electricity from the radiation of subatomic particles, called neutrinos. Unlike solar or wind power, it doesn't depend on weather conditions, meaning it could run non-stop anywhere on Earth. A Vietnamese craftsman built a wooden vehicle based on a design generated by artificial intelligence, blending traditional craftsmanship with cutting-edge tech. The AI optimized the vehicle's structure, while the wood gave it a unique, organic touch. In New Zealand, an emperor penguin named Happy Feet was found over 1,800 miles from his natural habitat, in rough shape after swallowing sand. Local caretakers rescued him and nursed him back to health. Once he recovered, they released him back into the ocean near his home. Animatronics specialist Danny Jen builds robotic vehicles and characters so realistic they look straight out of a movie. One of his most viral projects, a modified Hummer H1 with robotic tech that lets it move entirely on its own. Electronics, remote control, and cinematic design all combine to create something straight out of science fiction. In the year 2020, Amazon unveiled the Ring Always Home Cam, a flying home security drone. Equipped with cameras and sensors, it can fly around your entire property, providing non-stop surveillance. Connected to your other smart home devices, it offers a whole new level of remote monitoring. The portable clothes steamer is a compact device that gets rid of wrinkles, no iron, no ironing board needed. It blasts hot steam into the fabric fibers, relaxing them until they're smooth in just seconds. Perfect for travel since it barely takes up any space. In Japan, a penguin couple at the Tokyo Zoo went viral for adopting a rock and treating it like an egg. The keepers were so moved by how dedicated the pair was incubating and caring for that rock, exactly like a real egg, that they decided to give them an actual egg of their own. The 3-in-1 velvet sofa bed is a multifunctional piece of furniture that easily transforms into a chair, a couch, or a bed. It comes with side storage for magazines, remotes, or blankets, perfect for apartments and studios. The velvet finish gives it a soft, stylish look, while the included cushions add extra comfort. At Gripsholm Castle in Sweden, you'll find one of the strangest taxidermy animals in the world, an 18th century stuffed lion that became famous for being a total disaster. The taxidermists had never actually seen a real lion, so they stuffed the body based on vague descriptions and bad drawings, and the result looks nothing like a lion. Michael Motion is a contact juggling artist, but his balls don't fly through the air. They roll smoothly across his hands, arms, and body. His routines include shapes like triangles, with multiple silicone balls bouncing and gliding across tables in perfect sync. Luma just dropped a tool called MFF Video, capable of changing clothes, backgrounds, lighting, even entire people in real video clips up to 10 seconds long. It's a total game changer for editing, pulling off realistic transformations without green screens or complicated visual effects. A new trend has taken over the internet: AI-generated ASMR videos showing fruits, planets, and impossible objects being sliced open. The hypnotic mix of cutting sounds and surreal visual transformations has created an entire new genre of content, and people can't stop watching. Pastry chef Amaury Guichon is famous for his jaw-dropping chocolate sculptures of sea creatures, crafted with insane precision and detail. Watching him build these creatures is a show all on its own. Back in 1990, a young Lamborghini owner tried cooking meat using the heat from his car's exhaust. The engine wasn't built for that kind of abuse, and it suffered major mechanical damage. The repair bill came close to $80,000. In China, there's a massive machine called the SLJ 900 that builds bridges without any cranes. It stretches over 295 feet long and places giant concrete beams like they're toy blocks. It moves along the pillars, installs each section, and keeps going, all without stopping traffic underneath. It cuts construction time and cost dramatically. The Ehang 216 is an innovative autonomous electric aircraft developed in China for urban transport. It carries 2 passengers and can travel up to 22 miles on a single charge. No human pilot required. It flies itself using automated navigation systems and multiple electric rotors. Back in the 1890s, someone invented a device that peeled apples with insane efficiency. A mechanism spun the fruit while a sharp blade peeled off the skin in one perfect continuous spiral. Fireproof and waterproof safes are built with materials that can withstand extreme heat and stay sealed even during floods. Many come with digital keypads for password access, and some models even include interior pouches to keep things organized. Artist Julia Clare carved a wooden heart with shocking realism. Using chisels, she shaped every cavity and chamber. In Italy, there's a tradition called the Milanese aperitivo, where bars offer free food buffets with the purchase of a drink. Known as aperitivo or apericena, it can completely replace dinner. The custom has been around since the 1980s and has since spread to other cities across Italy and Europe. The robotic window cleaner uses powerful suction to stick to vertical surfaces and move on its own, wiping away dust and grime as it goes. It works on windows, mirrors, and even tile, cutting out the need for ladders or any physical effort. Some models even come with remote controls or smartphone apps. USB rechargeable portable fans have become everyday must-haves. They come with multiple speed settings to control airflow, and some models even include warm lights, doubling as a lamp for outdoor workspaces. In the Atacama Desert, after rare heavy rains, the dry, barren land suddenly bursts into a sea of colorful flowers, a visual miracle that lasts just a few weeks. Known as the flowering desert, this phenomenon happens when unusual rainfall wakes up dormant seeds buried in the soil. The Tarmo 4 is a high-performance remote control car built using 3D printing. Printing all the parts can take several days, but the payoff is an incredibly agile, jaw-dropping machine. 3D printing lets every piece be custom-made with extreme precision, pushing the model's performance to the next level. There's a sport called combattling that mixes juggling with combat. The goal: keep your clubs spinning in the air while knocking your opponent's clubs out of theirs. The coordination and strategy involved are brutal, and it's incredibly fun to watch. In the United States, one bizarre game mixes pool, roulette, and robot vacuums. Players bet on a ball, and a robot vacuum has to knock it into a pocket. The Planiform is a smart indoor garden that uses nutrient-rich mist to feed plants, helping them grow fast and healthy, no soil, no mess, no hassle. It's the perfect futuristic setup for anyone who wants fresh veggies year-round. In ancient times, people scraped gold and silver from the edges to collect precious metal without being noticed. The ridged design makes any alteration instantly visible, protecting the value of money. Even though modern coins are no longer made of precious metals, the design remains as pure historical tradition. Meet the robotic crab, the small guardian of beaches that uses artificial intelligence to hunt microplastics. This invention perfectly imitates the movement of a real crustacean to clean sand without disturbing the ecosystem. It is engineering working at full speed to repair the environmental damage left on our coasts. A metal army with technological claws trying to save ocean life. Erasli Arambula keeps a unique emotional treasure, a fetal pulse wristwatch with recorded heartbeats of her children from the womb. The Mexican actress uses it to meditate and calm the stress of fame, connecting with the purest sound of life. It is a beautiful example of how digital recording can serve as an anchor for mental peace, a heartbeat traveling through time to protect a mother's heart. That tiny black hole in airplane windows is not a manufacturing error, it is what keeps the glass intact. It is called a bleed hole, and it equalizes pressure between the window panes during flight. It prevents the window from bursting due to air pressure at thousands of feet, and also prevents fogging. A small invisible safety detail that lets you enjoy the clouds without worry. Would you drink a liquor that was educated with classical music? In Japan, there is a fermentation chamber where sake is exposed to Mozart symphonies. It is believed sound vibrations help yeast work better, creating a sweeter and more refined flavor. It is the ultimate example of art and microorganisms joining forces to delight the human palate. It seems even sake has a very refined musical taste. You know, the air cushioning in your athletic shoes has a space origin. This technology was originally invented by NASA for astronaut helmets to absorb extreme impacts. Frank Rudy adapted this system for runners, creating a revolution in fashion and protecting your knees with every step. You carry galactic engineering on your feet every time you walk down the street. Eduardo Verastegui has a loud but effective method for working. He rings a bronze bell to cleanse the energy of his office. The actor believes the sound of metal breaks negative energy and allows clearer decision-making. He prefers this ancient ritual over any modern digital air purifier, a touch of acoustic mysticism to maintain mental peace amid success. Stainless steel was born from an incredible mistake when Harry Brearley was searching for a metal to make war weapons. When he noticed a discarded piece in the trash did not rust despite moisture, he discovered the material that revolutionized kitchens worldwide. What failed to kill became the foundation of modern hygiene, a lucky failure that lets your cutlery shine forever. That small notch at the bottom of your coffee cup has a brilliant purpose. It is a hidden dishwasher drain. It allows wash water to flow out instead of pooling when the cup is placed upside down. It prevents wet feet when unloading dishes and ensures everything comes out clean and dry. Pure household engineering in a detail that was always right in front of you. Does your plant get thirsty and you do not know how it can ask for water? Now it can send you a text message. Thanks to moisture sensors and Wi-Fi technology, your pots can alert your phone when the soil is dry. It is the future of interspecies communication, where your garden has a digital life connected directly to your pocket. No more drama of wilted plants due to forgetfulness. Did you know you have never truly seen yourself in a normal mirror? The reality mirror uses double reflection to show you as the rest of the world sees you without reversing your image. It challenges perception and confronts you with your true face for the first time. It is visual truth technology that removes the lie of traditional mirrors. Get ready to meet your real self. Meet the emotional intelligence Ring a gadget that knows you are angry before you do. It uses conductivity sensors to measure stress and sends an alert to your phone when it detects anxiety or anger. It works as a mirror of your feelings, allowing you to breathe before exploding. Technology trying to translate the silence of your nervous system to save your relationships. That small hole at the bottom of padlocks is not a defect, it is a life-saving drainage system. It allows water to escape so ice does not break the internal mechanism, and also lets oil be added if rust tries to jam it. It is a gem of preventive engineering that most people ignore while trusting their security to that piece of metal. An invisible solution that lets a padlock last for decades in rain or snow. Discover the seed planting drone, the flying army that is reforesting the planet at full speed. This device fires seeds using compressed air, managing to plant thousands of trees in a single day, something impossible for a human. It is the ultimate environmental engineering tool to restore forests from the air and save ecosystems. Metal and air working together to bring green back to Earth on a massive scale. Did you know the first robot that played chess was the greatest hoax of the 18th century? The Turk appeared to be an intelligent machine, but actually hit a small man inside who moved the pieces. It was the first major deep fake in history, showing the human desire to create artificial intelligence long before computers existed. A brilliant scam that traveled the world, fooling the wisest minds of its time. Writing on any table using pure light is now a reality thanks to the laser keyboard. This gadget projects a luminous interface and uses infrared sensors to detect finger movement while typing. It frees you from carrying heavy keyboards and makes you look like you stepped out of a science fiction movie in any cafe. Writing of the future projected with photons so you can work in style anywhere. Forget the internet myth. The colored square on toothpaste tubes does not indicate whether it is chemical or natural. It is an optical reading mark that tells factory robots where to cut and seal the tube. It is an industrial detail misunderstood for years but vital for perfect dental hygiene. A simple technological guide for machines unrelated to ingredients. Imagine an umbrella with no fabric. That is how the air umbrella works. This invention uses a powerful jet of air to deflect raindrops, creating an invisible shield above your head. It protects you from storms without physical barriers or fighting the wind, offering a minimalist design from the future. The ultimate aerodynamic defense to walk in the rain without getting a single eyelash wet. That hole in the tab of soda cans has a secret use you will love. It is designed to hold the straw. Just rotate the metal tab and insert the straw so carbonation does not make it float or move while you drink. A brilliant design detail most people discover by accident after years of using it wrong. A small stability trick to enjoy your drink like a true expert. Mexico is revolutionizing the world with cutlery made from avocado pits. This technology uses agricultural waste to create a bioplastic that disappears in a few months, protecting oceans from eternal trash. It is the most innovative and ecological answer to replace polluting plastic, born from the heart of everyone's favorite fruit. The avocado saving the planet through incredible plant engineering. Have you ever noticed the black rings on your headphone connectors? They are not decoration. They are insulators that separate audio channels so music flows perfectly. Each section carries a different signal, left, right, and microphone preventing electrical mixing that could ruin your favorite song. A tiny engineering detail we touch daily without knowing it guards our sound. Litza Aparicio, in her Refuge of Peace, a traditional backstrap loom she brings to all her film sets. The Mexican actress uses this indigenous technology between Hollywood scenes to calm her mind and reconnect with her ancestral roots. It is her shield of identity against the chaos of fame and modern digital cinema. A beautiful example of how threads of history can support a star's success. Did you know surgeons operate without touching anything thanks to projection keyboards? This technology allows surgeons to control machines using gestures in the air, preventing bacteria from contaminating the operating room. It is a future where the human hand becomes the digital interface, protecting patient lives with pure technological magic. An incredible advance that merges medicine and science fiction. Imagine windows that turn opaque at the press of a switch. That is smart glass. It uses a layer of liquid crystals that react to electricity to give instant privacy without curtains. It is the perfect solution to control light and prying eyes in the home of the future with one button. Technological manipulation of photons to turn your house into a bunker of calm in seconds. Discover Juanes and his infinite energy backpack equipped with an integrated solar charging station. The Colombian singer rejects common power outlets during travel, preferring sunlight to power his communication devices. It reflects his full commitment to ecology and green technology in daily life. A brilliant way to keep Latin talent connected directly to the energy of the planet. Can you imagine charging your phone just by walking? The kinetic wrist charger turns the movement of your arm into real electricity for your gadgets. It is engineering's answer to freeing us from cables by transforming your physical energy into pure digital power. Your own body working like a walking battery so you never lose signal while exercising. Victoria Ruffo has a romantic ritual that feels taken from another century. She only writes her love letters on a crystal typewriter. The actress says digital messages feel too cold and prefers the weight of the keys to leave a real mark on paper. It is her way of protecting her feelings from the speed of modern chats with transparent elegance. Pure Latin drama written with the class of a unique relic. Did you know the zipper was a complete failure that nobody wanted to use for 20 years? Its inventor, Gideon Sunback, had to fight public rejection until he perfected the interlocking teeth we all use today. At first, it was only used on heavy boots, but now it is the definitive fastener of global fashion. An invention that proves human persistence can turn a mistake into a real-life standard. In Italy, a robot called Roboter carves marble sculptures with millimeter-level precision, recreating techniques used by the great masters of the Renaissance but with modern tools. And that's a wrap. Smash that like, subscribe to Zarpado, and hit the bell. Share this with someone who loves learning random stuff. They'll thank you for it. See you in the next one.